Hello, everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel and podcast, all in one spiritual sense. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to get in and read into the reading for today. But I'd like to start off by saying that this YouTube channel is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It just depends on which episode you may listen to or what podcast. All right, so I consider myself to be a spiritualist, nomad, gypsy, psychic like intuitive, self-proclaimed parapsychologist, magic mind medium. All right, so before we proceed, I want to say, Father Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, as it is said, it is so. I declare and I decree. Give me infinite wisdom, knowledge, capability, and understanding as I do this reading. So I had something to occur a couple of days ago where someone that I once knew, who is no longer in this existence, who has departed from this physical um, experience. And I got the impression that he was walking behind me, and I was like, okay, what is this all about? So I feel as though something he wants to convey to me. So why am I bringing this up? I am actually bringing this up because I'm gonna do a reading about how mediumship happens and how um, we can get messages from those who are no longer in this life experience, this physical life experience. And so I feel as though this is something I need to speak about oftentimes in the wee hours of the night. I get inclinations to bring up a topic or speak about certain things regarding the paranormal, occult, supernatural. All right. So again, I feel as though this reading is for someone who was in a relationship with someone, whether it was a physical relationship, platonic relationship, who is wanting to reach out to give you some type of guidance about something. God does give us inclinations through others who have departed on as well. All right, to give you a understanding of how spirituality works and things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to shuffle my cards, and we're going to see what comes up in regards to this reading. All right. All right. All right. So I get two cards here. The first card is Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. Um, so it says you're struggling on your journey. You may have just reached an important milestone, but naysayers are trying to knock you back or causing you to prove yourself. Hold your ground no matter what, because you know you've got this, and don't dare let anyone tell you otherwise. So the key words: challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control, holding up your own, standing up for yourself. So I think this card here is a message to someone who may be um, need to stick up for yourself more, advocate for yourself more. I think by way of source or spirit, God, or whatever you want to refer to it as, they're able to see whatever you are experiencing, right? Um, some of us have a hard time sticking up for ourselves. Some of us have a hard time verbalizing how we feel, and oftentimes when we are not able to express ourselves verbally, it will manifest itself in violence. So I think this is what sources wanted me to convey by way of someone I'm picking up on, someone that I've dealt with in my life experience, and perhaps you as well. So they're wanting you to stick up for yourself. The next card I get, it mentions Knight of Wands. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Fire. Knight of Wands, it says, now is the time to go for it. Be committed to your purpose and vision and do whatever it takes to bring your goals to life because you know that your potential is limitless. Your energy is high right now, but be sure that you're thinking before acting so that you don't stumble over your own feet. I just essentially said this. I just essentially, and these cards are new, so I don't know what is going to be on these cards. The keywords: energy, passionate, inspire actions, adventure, movement, fearless, sexy, impulsiveness, charming, unpredictable. I think the keywords are fearless, impulsiveness, and unpredictable. So I think this is what Source wants to be conveyed to whoever is out there that may feel as though you're not being heard, um, you don't matter, people don't take you serious, and things of that nature. We will all feel that way. We will all feel as though we're not taken, that we're taken for granted, and no one hears us, no one cares, and things of that nature. So don't think it's just you. We all would feel that way. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to pull out the next card. Wheel of Fortune. All right, so it has Jupiter and fire here. Everything is fire, 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 fire. So this could be in reference to someone who is a fire sign. Fire signs being Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Those are the fire signs. And now that I'm thinking about it, let me pull up the zodiac, and then I will let you know whoever is viewing in or tuning in what the birth dates of these signs. I keep getting fire signs. Fire. This is the third card that mentions about fire signs. So bear with me just a moment. Okay. All right. The Aries, which is the ram, they're born between March 21st and April 19th. The next is the Leo, which is born between July 23rd and August the 23rd. And the last of the fire signs is the Sagittarius, which is the Archer. They're born between November 22nd and December the 21st. That's what I have here. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune card. It mentions you may be taking the good with the bad right now, and this is a cycle that you cannot control. Remember that no matter the outcome, the wheel always turn and nothing lasts forever. And that is true. We have Jupiter, we have the fire sign. The key words is good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. So I think there's going to be a shift in energy that is occurring right now. And I think you will begin to, for those who may be tuning in um, or will be tuning in or what have you, I honestly feel as though um, things are going to change in how you view spirituality, if that makes sense to anybody. Things are going to change in regards to how you view spirituality and communication vessels to relate a message because I think God works through us all. I feel. The next card I get is Six of Wands. Six of Wands, again, we got the fire signs. An important milestone has been reached, and you're feeling confident and self assured. Not only have you reached your goals, but others have taken notice and you receive acclaim. Don't let guilt stand in the way of your success. The key words victory, public recognition, progress, self confidence, rewards, good news, good fortune, achievement, and promotion. So, again, self confidence, I want to say, is what Source wants to be conveyed. I have the Sun card turned in the reverse. So, we're going to read the key words inner child, feeling down, pessimism, negativity, depression, sadness, delays, carelessness, arrogance, cloudy setback. So I honestly feel as though, and I'm going to go to some other cards. I honestly feel as though what is going on with you is that what's going on with you was something that whoever this person that is coming around, they dealt with some of those same similar things as well. Is what it's wanting me to convey. These are some of the same similar things that I dealt with, and I'm able to uh, see it in you, if that makes sense to anybody. Alrighty. I dealt with some of these same similar things, these same similar energies, uh, traits, personality. I see a similarity, a commonality in you. It's what I feel is source is wanting to be conveyed. All right, I'm going to pull out, let's see, one, two, and three. So, as I mentioned before, to be a medium, we all have that capability. It's a sensibility of when you begin to steady. It's like a OCD type of focus on somebody, and then somebody may come to mind, and like it comes in your mind like a shh, and you will know that this is what resonates with this person, right? So that's basically what mediumship is. You get these impressions or what have you, um, and when their spirit is comes around, you will know it. And as I mentioned a couple of days ago, I was visited by um, someone who is no longer here in the physical sense of the matter. And I was like, okay, what is with this now? So that's basically what that is. All right, anger management. Something lets me know you have some issues with anger. Anger. You have to get your emotions intact. Like, it's nothing wrong with, I think your main thing is your communication. That's what it lets me know. Oftentimes, we don't feel heard, or we feel as though what we say does not matter. It will manifest itself in anger, and as a result, our behaviors impulsively will lash out because we're not able to vocalize. Like, we don't want to be seen as being stupid, if that makes sense to anybody. So then we lash out as a result of not being able to verbalize what is here. Like, it's up here, but the ability to communicate it doesn't match, if that makes sense. The next card I get here is have sexual protection. So I honestly feel as though it is wanting me to relate that I'm not thinking about sex, but this is what sources wanted me to convey in regards to expression. So oftentimes that expression, I mentioned that I felt as though sex was a form of expression, right? Um, so it wants me to convey that this is why you have the sexual perversion or thoughts. Um, it's a way to express oneself if one is not that communicative in how they are, is what it wants me to convey. So, say for instance, um, if I feel as though people don't take me serious, and I'm speaking in third person, if I feel as though people don't take me serious or I don't matter, well, I have to do something that does matter. So oftentimes, by the mode or the vessel of sex, this is how I am able to express by in other words, to have power when I feel powerless. If that makes sense to anybody. The next card I get is private relationships. Um, so I honestly feel as though it's wanting me to get out that this is why I don't like to or a certain type of people, a personality type, doesn't like to display their relationships outward. Like they try to keep things on the inside because of, in their mind, it lets me know that somehow they feel like they're protecting those who they are having those um, escapades, if you may, with, is what I'm pulling off of this energy. So this is somebody that is not confident and does not feel relevant, does not feel important or heard, and this is why they take on this behavior. That's what it lets me know. Let me pull out a couple more of these cards and see, because as I mentioned, the tarot cards, um, it conveys a message, believe it or not. And like I said, I get precognition prior to. It's like, okay, all right, now this is the time to go in, and this message is going to be in reference to what paranormal activity you experience. Like I said, this was about 2 days ago that um, this happened. So I think this is in relation to this person that I have a soul tie with, um, as well as someone else who has a soul tie with someone who wants to convey a message. All right. All right. So I'm going to pull out three more of these cards here. So I guess the basic underlining message is communication or lack thereof. If that makes sense to anybody. All right. Communication. The next card I get is hater. Um, Something lets me know that this person was played with a lot of, and I hate to make it seem as though I'm confused, like I'm talking, like I'm speaking about the extra person that transitioned over, as well as someone that's here. Because as I mentioned, the person that transitioned over is able to see similarities in their life in your life, and that's why they are coming around, is what I'm getting at, in the physical, excuse me, and the spiritual sense of it all, right? um to give you intuition, to hone your intuition as to this is what this is. So by way of the tarot cards, You get in a meditative state and you pick whatever card that is their communication to let you know, okay, just to let you know, this is some of the things that we experience that you may not have been able to see at that point in time, but you are able to see now because I see a commonality, if that makes sense to anybody. Okay? So this person who has transitioned over perhaps had some content spirits. I like to refer to them as, a lot of people say haters. Okay, fine. You're able to detect by way of this energy space or this person who has transitioned over similarities. So your intuition is home, if that makes sense. The next card I get is caught. Says finding evidence, getting caught cheating. I feel as though somebody is in fear of somebody finding something out. If that makes sense to anybody, whether it's cheating in terms of finances or actual relationship or whatever the case may be. That's based on this here, like secretive. The next card I get here is fake friends. You got to be very careful because everybody that's considered themselves to be of your like-mindedness are not. And what does that mean? God will put a source, I would say. Oftentimes we use certain people or spirits to give a to test us. Now, what is that there? So I think that's the situation what's going on right now. Let me pull out my telepathy oracle cards. And again, I'm gonna bring. I've been going back. Let's see, we're recording for 22 minutes. Say the next. I'm going about another 20 minutes. Yes, fake and phoniness. Um, the person wanted you to know that what they were experiencing was what you and this person had was real. What is coming towards you, or you may be dealing with now, is not. Just in case, you know. All right, one, two, three. I'm gonna pull out five of these cards actually. Again, this podcast YouTube channel is for entertainment purposes. It is for entertainment purposes. Okie dokie. So it will let me know things in my psyche. And then I will see it relate on the TV screen if that makes sense to anybody. Something you keep on the inside. It's something significant. That's how God hones your intuition, your precognition. Like He'll put a thought in you or a vision in you, and then you'll see it manifest. So that's basically how mediumship or intuition works. The first card I get is value. Focus on things of value. I think sources wanted you because you have some issues with confidence. We all will at a certain point in time. Focus on things that are important, such as relationships, whether it be with your mate, your children, your mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, or whomever. But I think that is what the message that is needed, that is coming across right now. Fakeness and phoniness, and those who are quote haters. You need to exit them out your life. It's time out for it. It gets to a point in time when we are playing musical chairs or merry-go-round, some things will come into the forefront to make a decision for you, if that makes sense. The next part I get here is maze. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. And that's true because I think a lot of energy spaces, as I just mentioned, the haters, the fake friends, or what have you, they will see you on a state of confusion to get you sidetracked off of what is relevant and what is important. So you have to be the one to say, okay, I think you're being guided by this person who has transitioned over. Yes. It's someone you was in a relationship with. I feel the next card I have here is this card, happy. They want you to be happy, embrace your love and connection, and be happy. Be happy. Life is too short, is what they want us to be conveyed. It's too short. The next card I have here is commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. Be committed. You know, it's time out for games. You need to be committed and all this side stuff. No, no. The next card I get is allure. Consider this situation carefully. You want to take heed to something that is, I don't know what that would be, what you're experiencing. Do it with caution. Because as I mentioned, this is the witching season, um, the later part of this of the year. All right, I get strength. So this is my confirmation right here. This is my innate confirmation that I am being guided by someone that I once knew. As the song says, you're gonna find that a lot of these songs were written by spirits, people that share the commonality, dealt with some of the same similar things. That is so, and it's not copying or mocking. No, no. Prophecy works that way. We all will go through the cycle or channel of life, right? Yes, this is so. All righty, let's go. I'm gonna pull out. Actually, I'm gonna pull out about three more of these cards. One. So yeah, that is my confirmation right there. That is. I also discovered that in my Mrs. Cleo's, I have duplicates of another card as well. I think I knew about that though. If I'm not mistaken. I may have already known that. I don't know. I can't even remember. All right, we have this card here, passion. This person wants you to know that they feel for you. They are very passionate about you, and this is a in regards to someone who is no longer around. They're guiding your footsteps and honing your intuition is what it lets me know about fake and phoniness. This is your uh, intuition being honed. The next card I get here is this card. It says defiance. All right. They want you to stick up for yourself, as I mentioned before. Don't let nobody run over you. The next card I get is this one, heartache. So something lets me know that this person has some strong feelings towards you. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull out the Mrs. Cleo's cards. Again, this podcast and YouTube channel is for entertainment purposes. I will be bringing it to a close within the next 10 minutes. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what Mrs. Cleo's cards are saying. Just a moment. All right. The first card I get is the Knight of Coins. which is similar to Knight of Pentacles. A reliable person, patient, hard work. This is what they are saying about you, that you are a reliable person, patient, hardworking. However, um, you have a hard time with communicating and verbalizing, and it comes out in anger because you don't want to be made to be a fool. We all feel that way. Some people are not as strong as they would like one to perceive them to be. I have Queen of Swords here. I don't know if you're in a relationship with someone right now, or this could very well be um, someone who has transitioned over. The Queen of Swords mentions a self-sufficient person, total honesty. This could be a mother figure as well, if that makes sense. Or this reading could actually be to a woman, an older woman, Queen of Swords, who may have some confidence issues. And when I say Queen of Swords, when I think of Queen, I think of 50, maybe 55 plus, 55, 60 range. Yes, that's what I think of when I think of a queen. Somebody that is distinguished, 55 or better. All right. All right, the next card I get is Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins. Luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures. So something lets me know that you are content with being alone, which is totally fine. Um, you're very self-sufficient. However, you have a hard time with sticking up for yourself and confidence. Um, could be something in regards to what I pulled earlier about sex, thoughts in regards to your sex. You are protected. You don't have to feel like someone is judging you because of how you feel. All right. All right. Let's pull the next card. I have Five of Staffs. Five of Staffs, which I equate to Five of Wands. Rivalry, challenges, obstacles, and sport. Has a lot to do with creativity. You are a very creative person. I think you're dealing with this is what I feel sources wanted me to convey that you are dealing with right now. Let's pull this up. This is what you're dealing with right now. It could very well be someone that you was in a relationship with who has transitioned over, and you are alone, you are played with your thoughts, and they're wanting to guide you, if that makes sense to anybody. Like oftentimes people will judge a book by its cover, and they don't know. Um, they read cliff notes. They haven't took out the time to actually read chapter by chapter by chapter. So they just instinctively, presumptively assume some things that may not be true. All right. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna pull out some more Mrs. Cleo's. All right. Yeah, so the basis of this reading is it's just a general reading about mediumship, about communication, about what it's like to be a medium. Because look, when I do something off schedule, it's because something has happened, right? I typically don't record on Fridays. I had been doing the podcast on Acast, where I was doing on podcast until they said I was out of storage. So I have been uploading my actual audio podcast on Acast, and something ended up happening. I don't know what it was. I decided to start that with the visual presentations. Then I had that to occur, and it's okay. Let me start back recording visually. I honestly feel as though this message may be for someone who needs to hear it, and that's why, hence, it seemed like there's some inconsistency, but that's just the way the energy space works, right? I have 10 of swords here. 10 of swords. So it mentions complete and painful ending rock bottom. Yeah, I think some things happen with this particular person prior to that their transition that you may have wondered about. All right. Let's see. Let's pull out my other cards. I really like these new tarot cards. I really, really do. All right, we're gonna bring this to a close within the next 5 minutes. So basically, that's how mediumship works. Um, you get these impressions and um, or what have you about what's going on, what you're dealing with. Right. This is God giving you a sensibility, particularly when you have a lot of energy that gravitates to you or that's kind of seem off. Right. Jealousy is what it just mentions. Jealousy, the act of jealousy. This is what killed uh, this person that is that passed away. For whoever want to know, by the act of jealousy is what caused this person's transition that comes around you. You was in a relationship with, I believe I'm speaking to a woman um, who is this Queen of Swords energy. The people that was around this person did not like this person. Let me put this down because it's coming through now. He was around a bunch of fake, phony friends. That's what it lets me know. Um, you was the voice of reason to try to protect this person. They kept coming around this person to find out something on them or to substantiate something on them. That's what it lets me know. Yeah, I'm gonna prove that this what that is. Yeah, 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 yeah. Taunting spirits is what it lets me know. Taunting. Walks all times of the night. They have no respect for privacy. They have no respect for boundaries. They have no respect for what you like, don't like. They just act like I mentioned the other day, crackheads. Like somebody that just don't they could care less about your feelings. They could care less about your what you like, what you don't like. They just do. They're doers, responders. A very impulsive energy is what I'm getting. Um, this is my confirmation by way of what the person that comes through with me is applicable to you as well. I get passion here. I get passion. That means this person felt a lot of passion within their heart. Anger. I was very angry. Is what it lets me know. I was very angry. They had no respect. Is what it mentions to me. No respect for anger. No respect for my privacy. No respect for my individuality. Constant. That's what I feel. It's coming through now. I'm sorry. Because like I said, these chords tell a tale. Constant. The very things that they were saying about me applied to them. The very things that they were saying about me. This is what I feel as though is coming through with this person. Yeah, liars. They fake, they phony. The very thing they said about me applied to them is what it is mentioning to me. What they said about me applied to them. The next card I get here is this card here. Page of Coins. Good news. Um, these were media spirits. Witchery is what it wants me to convey. What is the Page of Coins? A patient kid, a new job, or raise money news. Something lets me know it was job related. Potentially, they put this person around individuals on their job who harass this person. As I see, I have these two put paired here. I'm not gonna sit here and say all of them was like that. That's not what is coming through. Certain ones was like that, and this person chose to not be associated or affiliated with a certain type, and they got mad when that person began to elevate. The next card I get is this one. Nine of Coins, wealth. Again, the person began to become wealthy. A lot of times people measure wealth by and success by material things, not necessarily. You can have wealth in spiritual illumination, wisdom, health, well-being, peace, joy, happiness. You can have, it mentions to me source. I'm gonna say, I had wealth in my happiness and my joy. I did. Those around me did not. I have nine of coins, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures. This person was content, like you were, with just being happy. That's what it lets me know. Being happy, being in their own, not having to be conformed to fake and phoniness. The next card I get is this one. King of Cups, spiritual God. I honestly feel as though in this person's physical life experience, they was also being guided as well. The King of Cups mentions a supportive leader, tolerance, empathy. Yes. So I think this King of Cups energies was them being guided by someone in when they was alive, right? Well, why would that person? Why are they not no longer around? Well, it gets to a point in time where things change, and some people just say, "Okay, it's time. It's time," because it does take a lot of work. It takes strength to. It's easy to turn to the dark side, but to be noble takes strength. And I actually forgot I had my tarot card music on, so it does work. It does. Um, It takes a lot of strength to be noble, to be honest with you. Particularly when you're around let's go back to this here. Haters. I would refer to them as content spirits. It takes a lot of strength to be around those type of energies. Very, very low vibrational energy. The next card I get here is Three of Cups. It says gathering, gathering. Friendship, celebration, a circle of support. I think this person, um, to give you a synopsis, this person was prepared. If that makes sense to you, they were prepared. I honestly feel as though this reading, it may seem like it's going all over the place and it's not focused. This is what the main focus is. So it applies to someone who has some self confidence issues and issues with expressing oneself and feeling as though they don't matter or they are not taken seriously. You yourself may be tempted to lash out by way of impulsiveness, right? This person that is on the other side that you was in a relationship with dealt with some of these same similar things. You may even feel this person come around. Like I said, the person that I it's like I'm doing it in duality. Like as what happened with me, I am speaking to someone who it resonate with, who may have had this same similar thing to happen, gosh, within the last week or so. They are guiding you to hone your intuition about certain energy spaces, if that makes sense to you. So you're able to know everything that comes to you is God giving you a synopsis as to what do you think this is versus not. If that makes sense to anybody. Like say for instance, many people are not aware exactly as to how life works or even how God works. And I'm not trying to say this to be condescending to anybody. I'm not. But you'll begin to know spirit and how by way of trickery and deception we can be deceived is the point. So by way of those who you have befriended or those you have been in a relationship who are no longer in this physical experience, this is how a mediumship is. This is what it means to be a medium or quote psychic or psychic like. Those people that you have befriended over the course of your life will begin to resonate within your psyche. You may not even be thinking about them, is the point. Things that they were played with in their life, they would see that same similarity going on with you, and that's how you would know. It ain't nothing that I can prove to anybody, it just is. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to bring this to a close. Let's pull out two more cards. Two more cards. So it's to let you know about how spirits communicate with us as mediums, psychics, intuitives, spiritualists, whatever you want to refer to yourself as. We all have that capability. It's just how receptive you are to the energy space. They will come back. You know, I mentioned to my grandmother when I was a teenager because I knew something wasn't quite right with her 2 weeks prior to her transitioning. She kept mentioning about her mom, her mom, her mom, and death and dying and death and dying. And I said to her, I was real close to my grandma prior to her dying. And I said to her, I said, you've been talking about death and dying quite a lot lately. She told me, she said, oh, well, may mean that I'm about to go. I'm missing my mama's when she said to me. So you will begin to see prophecy in people prior to. Just sit back and pay attention. I was a house person. That means you know, I tend as a teenager stayed around the house. So, some things became apparent to me early on versus anyone else. Because normally teenagers want to be out and about, and um, into activities and socializations and things like that. So, all right, it gives me two card goals. So they're wanting you to focus on your goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So this is a message from them or him or whomever coming into next year. Focus on your goals. As I mentioned, we pulled the value card earlier. So your goals should be something that you're focusing on now. The next card I get is owl. So wisdom. Owl is a representation of wisdom. It has the number 23 there. It's a representation of wisdom. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So I think in essence what it wants me to convey to you is the transition of this person is to provide you enlightenment about spirit types, characteristics, personality traits, and things of that nature. Okay. All right, so that is your reading for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you're wanting a reading, you're more than welcome to comment below. Till then, have a safe and wonderful day.